Imagine cruising down the highway, expecting your engine to hum along efficiently, but instead you feel a sudden roughness, maybe a misfire, and that dreaded check engine light pops on with a code like P3467. It sounds complicated, talking about cylinder 9 deactivation and intake valve control circuit low, but do not panic just yet, because we're going to break this down into plain English. This code is all about your engine's ability to save fuel. Modern vehicles, especially big V8s or even larger engines from General Motors, Dodge, or Chrysler, have a feature where they shut down half their cylinders when you're just coasting or driving under a light load. It turns your gas guzzler into a fuel sipper. The computer controls this by sending a signal to specific solenoids that stop the intake valves from opening on certain cylinders. Now, even though the code says cylinder 9, which implies a massive engine, in the world of generic OBD-II codes, this specific logic applies to whichever cylinder is designated for deactivation in your firing order. When the computer sees the voltage signal for that solenoid drop too low, it thinks the circuit is dead or weak, and it sets this code. The symptoms can be nasty, ranging from increased fuel consumption to a vibrating engine, because the computer might cut fuel to that cylinder to protect it, causing a hard misfire. Before you go out and buy a new solenoid, stop and check the most common culprit, which is your engine oil. Seriously, these systems run on oil pressure. If your oil level is low or the oil is dirty and sludge is blocking the tiny passages in the solenoid, the system fails. So step 1 is always to pull that dipstick. If the oil is fine, you need to look at the wiring. These solenoids are right on top of the engine, often near the intake manifold, where they get baked by heat. Look for chewed wires, maybe from rodents, or connectors that are loose or oily. If you're handy with a multimeter, you can check the resistance of the solenoid itself against the manufacturer's specs, usually looking for 0 ohms on the wiring continuity. Do not just swap parts without testing, because a 50-cent electrical fix or a simple oil change is often all you need to get back to smooth sailing.